This is our presentation on mountaintop mining, valley fill operations for aquatic ecosystems of the Central Appalachians. The presenters are Michaela, Annika, and Will.
Mountaintop mining with valley fill operations, also known as MTVF, is when seams of coal are exposed using explosives. What is not used is pushed into the valleys to make room for coal extraction. In the Appalachians alone, 1.1 million hectares of forest to surface mines and buried streams, resulting in chemical pollutants going downstream and destroying tons of species. When coal minerals are exposed to air and water, these pyrite minerals are oxidized, generating sulfuric acid and iron hydroxides. This is what generates the acid mine drainage problem. Surface Mining Control and Reclamation Act, also known as SMCRA, requires regulation and inspection of the mines. Clear Water Act, also known as CWA, protects the surface waters and maintains the physical, chemical, and biological integrity of the streams, rivers, and other bodies of water.
Sections of these streams can become buried or filled, causing buildups and destroying parts of the stream. This can cause more damage to the life downstream, causing multiple plants and trees to eventually die off due to lack of water. Within these streams, they also have multiple threatened or endangered species, some of which include salamanders. They have a big impact on the insect population which pollute the water. This may also cause multiple chemicals to be pushed downstream during the mining process, thus causing multiple impacts on the organisms in the area to suffer from different diseases and mutations and even killing them.
Lost streams are when mining companies get a permit so that they can mine in headwater valleys, which they then turn into a sediment pond at the end of the stream. Then the runoff from the mining site ends up back in the original drainage system, which pollutes the water since rock waste is going into it. For lost soils, most soil around mining sites are lost due to erosion. The soil that is left is then mixed with other soil that creates a thin layer of mixed soils over exposed rocks. Then vegetation is lost since plants can't use thin soil. Altered hydrology. This happens because the machinery used decreases the water infiltration and the ability of the rocks to hold the water. Having an elevated conductivity can be toxic to aquatic life because it disrupts osmoregulation. Co-occurring contaminants are other pollutants that are present in the stream that can cause an increase in the pH of streams. Combination of the sulfate and other contaminants and conductivity leads to an increased ionic stress in the streams. Sulfate is when they're burning the coal, they're releasing the sulfur into the atmosphere as well as the soil seams that are exposed that can lead to sulfur getting into the streams. We concluded that there is no effective way through restoration or mitigation efforts that improves the water quality from MTVF. Therefore, vegetation has not been able to improve in areas where mountaintop removal is present. All in all, there is no way that has shown to be effective in restoring the ecosystem ruined by mountaintop removal.